What's up, peeps? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a beat without a soul. Now, what do I mean by making a beat without a soul? Well, it's a really clickbaity way of saying you're not going to have to make your own melodies. See, I recently discovered this website called Suno. It's an AI sound, mainly music, generator. And what we're going to do today is we're going to generate a sample from it. You can see I've already messed around with this a little bit. We're going to generate a sample, and we're going to flip that into a beat without ever having to create the melody, because the creative process is a thing of the past. Anyways, if you like the video, like the video. Let's get right into it. I'm going to try this Chief Keef loop sample, no drums. Let's add some other keywords. You don't really have to put together a cohesive description. Just kind of make a buzzword salad, and it'll usually work. That's how most AIs tend to work, at least in my personal experience. Let's give this one a try. It said it couldn't generate that because the description contained an artist name. That's definitely interesting. Does it know Young Chop? Well, while we're waiting for that to work, you guys want to hear my other generations? One of them is generated. Let's give this a play. My prompt was Young Chop inspired loop sample, no drums, glow. See if it nailed it. Do my ears deceive me, or are those drums? Also call me crazy, but this really does not sound very glow inspired. I will not lie, we're not off to a good start here. Let's try some of these other ones. Nice piano. I don't know how I feel about that chord progression. Maybe if it keeps looping, it'll do something interesting soon. Oh my god, it has drums. I think something interesting about like super clean sounding, over commercialized music is it always has like reverse cymbals and risers and stuff. I don't know what's up with that, but it's just something I've noticed over the years. We've got two more that I think are generated from that prompt. Not sound like what I was thinking of. This could kind of work. We might just go with this. Pull up Audacity. It is super quiet. But let's normalize this first of all, and let's actually get to hear it at a decent volume. I think we're probably just going to wind up looping that beginning section. So yeah, I'm going to put this in my samples. Not really Young Chop. Load up a new project, and let's go and find it. There was a typo. I think I have, yeah, Trell Got Wings. This is a good glow kit. I think we might just go with that. Start with an open hat, because I've been liking open hats recently. Here's the pattern I'm going to go with. Let's add a hi-hat on here too. Let's add a clap. I think I want that clap a little bit more on the forefront, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to EQ it a little bit. I like the clap sound, but it just doesn't have enough high end. I'm going to bring out that high end a little bit like this. That's decent. We'll go with that. Chords ain't really going anywhere, so I'm going to keep it pretty one note for this. We're going to add another hat right here the second time around. So when it comes back to it, it's going to sound like this. Maybe I'll add another snare there too. That's pretty good. I'm going to go to my Lego Welt kit, which is a super good kit if you want like some synth sounds. Alright, so just as a little bit of an accent, I added this. So we start out, if I take the effects off, it's going to sound like this. Now let's get into the effects a little bit. First thing I did was I added an equalizer. That way we're just chopping out the lows. And I added a saturator, and within this saturator I also high passed it again, this one at 409. I low passed it a little bit at 4900. I just kind of do that one by ear. That sounds like this. And then I went, and this is one of my favorite plugins, this is the Vintage Delay plugin. I added this, and I had it set to 8 in the right ear and 4 in the left, and this is how it sounds. Alright, I've got these two lead sounds I came up with. I don't think I'm going to have them on at the same time. Maybe towards the end. But I've got this. And what I'm doing with effects there, I've got a stereo enhancer, so without effects, by the way, it just sounds like this. A little bland, and I think it's almost entirely mono. So first I stereo enhanced it like this. But then I didn't want it because you want to hear how bad this sounds mixed into the beat. Like, it really just does not fit in. So what I did is I saturated it, I raised some high end a little bit, I passed it, and I turned it way down, and now it sounds how it does. Next up, I'll take all the effects off so you can hear it without effects first. I've got this. And then we're going to go into effects. We're going to add a stereo tool, which is a really risky stereo plugin that I like quite a bit. Doesn't sound great playing through a phone. Here's how it sounds with this on. I'll turn it down in the video, but that was really loud for me. Then I narrowed it a little bit because the stereo was too much. And finally, I did kind of the same thing, except I went for a different frequency range with the saturator. So again, high pass, and then not too much low pass this time, but then I turned it down on the master. Now it sounds like this. I'm going to structure this beat a little bit. I will come back when the beat is structured. Alright, I am back and I've structured the beat. I named it Glow AI Sample. Before I play it for you, I'll give you a rundown of what I did. Pretty basic, sample intro. Just let the sample run out. Throw down your tag. I got my whiplash. And I came in with just hi-hats. Then I introduced the kick and the sub. The accent. Went with the second melody for the second half of the first, I guess you could call this a chorus section. Usually when I'm transitioning from section to section, I'll like take out the hats towards the end of a section to transfer into another section. But this beat is pretty spaced out and I honestly felt like it was just better off. Yeah, I'm gonna play you my beat that I made. And then I wanna show you some AI beats because the AI can actually make beats too. So I'll have timestamps in the description. If you wanna skip listening to my beat, that's totally fine. Just skip straight to the next part. Is where I'm taking a look at AI beats because I really want you to see that. Alright, here is Glow AI Sample. Whiplash. Hopefully you're still with me after all that. And yeah, I want to show you some of the stuff that this AI does because it's definitely special. But yeah, so once again, this is Suno AI. I wouldn't encourage you to buy this because you can use it for free, and I don't know, I'm not the type of person to recommend buying an AI product. The singularity is coming fast enough, you know, I've gotten from it. Another thing about Suno is it'll give you 2 versions of each one. So here's another one, and they keep the same lyrics. Through the misty haze, the rain gently falls. one's just kind of awkward sounding. I got 2 pianos, and then every single thing that's come after is just a bird. But yeah, the beats that it makes, like here, I got one for you. Kinda catchy, and I could see them being used, but they just sound so soulless and empty, and I guess that makes sense, but you know, it's just really interesting to observe. Also, I would like to point out the fact that this bird in this image, it has a hand, it has one hand, and it has one wing. That's just very interesting. Like, talk about really generic sound selection. That's about as generic as it gets. This is the other version of that one. Oh, and it just sounds like it's been like pitch shifted in Audacity, where it's got that weird phasing thing going on. But yeah, let's listen to these ones. Oh wait, this is kind of hype. Scares me. Oh no, that's decent. I was expecting it to be comically bad. It still feels quite soulless, but this part at the beginning, like, you can't tell me you wouldn't expect to hear that on like an old Gucci Mane mixtape or some early Chief Keef stuff. This is actually somewhat true to the prompt that I gave it, which again is just a mishmash of buzzwords. Alright, let's listen to this next one. This just kind of sounds like, I don't know, like a Valorant commercial. But the thing is, it's not bad. I hate to say it, but it's not bad. I had a few credits left, so I'm generating 2 more. Right, Caught Up in the Glow is loaded. Okay, that's kind of trash. It sounds industrial, but like in a very bad way. Also, let's look at our bird again. 2 necks on the guitar. What about the other one? See, this is what I wanted to use as a loop to make a beat. Maybe I'll do a part 2, and we'll do some more of these sometime. What was that? Was that supposed to be like a tag? Yeah, I think it's scary that the AI can just generate all this stuff, but we'll confidently say that I can flip these samples better than the AI can. But yeah, I hope you learned how to make a beat without a soul. I've been doing it for a while. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.